Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about this is how you're turning women off and to stop this kind of behavior immediately so you can turn things around and become more attractive to women, okay? Because obviously what you got to think of is this. There's a NLP technique, okay? And this NLP technique, and basically NLP is neuro-linguistic programming. It's essentially a form of therapy and a way to, and you can use these sort of therapies to change your life and to generate more success in your life. And you can use this formula for everything, okay? But this is especially for, I'm going to tailor it especially for this, okay? For this specific topic. So you got to know your outcome. Okay, so this is the first step in this NLP technique. You've got to know your outcome. So your outcome is to obviously find a girlfriend or get laid more often, whatever it may be. To find a woman to spend your life with. I don't know what your particular goals are with women. So you've got to know your outcome, okay? So the next thing that you do is you take action. Now you've got to think very carefully then about the action that you have been taking, because for whatever reason, you may be worried that you're turning women off of you. So you've got to look at the actions that you've been taking towards women, how you behave around them, what's your vibe like when you're with women. Okay, so you've got to take action, okay? So then the next step of this NLP technique is assess if it's working. So has your current method of attracting women worked? And if you're watching this video, then the answer is probably no or not very much, okay? So you assess whether what you're doing is working. So if it's not working, then you've got to try something else, which is the fourth part of this NLP technique, okay? You've got to try something else if what the current action that you're taking is not working, okay? So let's go through those steps. You've got to know your outcome, take action, assess whether it's working. If it's not working, try something else. If it is working, continue doing the thing that's working. So there's a quote, and I think it's by Aristotle. I'm not 100% sure. And it goes something like, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So if you don't like the results that you're getting with women, stop doing the things that you've been doing and try something else, try something different. So I'm going to give you some things that you definitely need to take out of your personality, if it's part of your personality, or to work on so you can improve your level of confidence in these areas. Because these things definitely that I've seen with my coaching clients, with just observing men and women interact in general, these are things that turn women off, okay? So the first thing that you need to stop doing and to do the opposite of that is the first thing is neediness. Stop being needy. So neediness can manifest itself in many ways. So it could be calling up a woman too much, texting her too much, seeking women's approval-seeking behavior. So what's the opposite of neediness then? The opposite of neediness is to be detached. So detachment is this. Detachment is if this doesn't work out, if after the date she doesn't message me, if after the date she loses interest, if I can even see that she's losing interest in me during the date, I'm not going to be attached to this and I'm just going to simply let her go. If she's not enthusiastic about me, if she's losing interest, then there's not really a lot I can do about it apart from let her go. And you know what? It's fine because I can just go out on another date. I can talk to different women. And yeah, maybe it sucks because she's beautiful, or I really like to have slept with her. I really like to have made her my girlfriend. But you know what? It didn't work out. So I've got to let it go and find a different woman. Keep on dating, keep on going through the numbers until I find a woman that I really, really like and she really likes me back. So it's about having that detachment. So that's the new thing that you got to try and work on, okay? So the next thing that turns women off is being overly romantic, doing too much romantically, okay? So this could manifest its way in confessing how you're feeling, sending a long-ass paragraph on Facebook Messenger or over WhatsApp. It could be writing love letters too soon. It could be giving her loads and loads of gifts and flowers all the time. When you're out on a date with a woman, confessing that you really, really like her or that you're in love with her, and she hasn't said those things yet to you. Okay, because it's okay to say those things and to do these things as long as she's doing them back. If she isn't doing them back, then she's not ready for them. If she's not doing them, she's not ready for it. Okay, so that's the best sort of rule of thumb that I can give when it comes to being overly romantic. Match her romantic level in you. Because I'm not saying they should do the opposite and not be romantic at all. I'm just saying match her level of romance and romantic behavior towards you. If she buys you a gift, then you know it's okay for you to buy her a gift. If she says I love you, then you know it's okay to say I love you back. You know that she's ready. You know that she's ripe for it. If she's touching you, then you know it's okay to touch her. Yeah, it's just being the reciprocal person rather than being the initiator. Okay, sure, at the beginning you may need to initiate by asking her out on a date, by putting your foot in the door basically, but when it comes to these like really big romantic things, let her be the one to do them first. And when you get into a relationship and she's your girlfriend, then sure, you can buy her things, you can treat her now and again, as long as you're not doing it all the time and she starts to expect these things daily, you know. On a special occasion like an anniversary, you can write her a love letter, of course, because she's already your girlfriend. You know, if she wasn't your girlfriend, then you'll know that she isn't ready for it. But because she is your girlfriend, then clearly she is ready for these things. Otherwise, she wouldn't have chosen to spend her life with you and to spend her time with you and to make you her main guy. Unless you're like in a poly relationship, then maybe you've got your own girls too, but got different girls. But as you can see, it's all about just being the reciprocal, okay? Being the person who's reciprocating rather than doing that. Because what you've got to understand is that women and men can fall in love at different rates. Women tend to fall in love a little bit slower, whereas men can fall in love quite quickly and get their emotions engaged really quickly. But it takes a while for a woman's emotions to become engaged sometimes, because it can take... A woman can't open up and feel romantic feelings towards you unless she feels 100% safe. Now, there's a reason why then it takes a while for a woman to warm up to a man, and that's because of stranger danger. It's been drilled into little girls. It was drilled into me as a little girl since the time I could remember. You got to be stranger danger. You got to be wary of strange men. You got to be men that you've never met before. You got to be careful with them. So we have this fear inside of us, usually, of men. Okay, there we have a fear, and that fear is very real because obviously men can easily overpower a woman. It's very, very easy for that to happen. Maybe not in every single case in the universe, but in most cases, the general rule is men are a lot stronger and tougher than women and can easily be overpowered by a man. So all women have this instinctive fear of stranger danger, of strange men. It's just built in us. It's just one of those things that's been drilled into us. There may even be a biological thing as well. We just instantly sort of like that. So it takes a while for us to feel comfortable around men. Okay? Especially, and I can imagine that it's especially true for those women that are getting into romantic relationships with men and dating men, right? They have to be very careful. Okay, women need to be very, very careful. Okay, so once you make her feel comfortable by making her laugh, by joking, by having a good time, by, not being too needy, by not displaying any kind of stalkerish behavior, when she starts to feel that way, then she can let her emotions unfold and start to fall in love with you. But with guys, at least the majority of the time, men don't have those instinctive fears when they go out on a date with a woman, generally. Okay? So because they don't have that fear, it's very easy for a man's emotions to become more engaged very fast. It's easy for a man to fall in love on a first date if he finds her really, really attractive and really, really friendly and nice and kind, depending on what you want in the personality of your woman of choice. Okay? So it's easy. It's easy for him to get his emotions engaged quickly because he already feels comfortable, he already feels safe. But for a woman, it's the opposite. To begin with, she doesn't feel that comfortable and doesn't feel that safe because she doesn't know the guy. Now, if you've been friends for a while, or you've known each other for a long time, for whatever reason, maybe you go to work together or something and she already knows you quite well, then maybe the time will go a little bit quicker, especially if you've had time to bond at work or you've had time to bond as friends. Okay, so that's just another little segment for you to think of, and not to worry about if a woman is falling in love slower than what you are. But that's also why you shouldn't be overly romantic to begin with, because she's not there yet. You may be there yet because you feel safe and comfortable, but she doesn't feel safe and comfortable yet because she doesn't know you that well. Okay, she hasn't spent enough time with you to feel comfortable around you, because you've maybe only been on a couple of dates and you've only spent a limited amount of time with each other. Okay, so don't be overly romantic to begin with. When she's your girlfriend, fine, you can do it whenever you want, but in the beginning, wait for her to do those things first. And then you'll know it's okay to reciprocate and to do those things as well. So another thing that will turn a woman off immediately is and something that you need to stop doing is forcing outcomes. So when you go out on a date, you really need to look at your outcomes and the things that you are focusing on. Now, if your focus is to get laid, if your focus is to make this girl your girlfriend or to try and prove yourself in front of her, you are forcing an outcome. Okay? When you go out on a date with a woman, your main goal should be to have fun and have a good time and get her to laugh and get her to enjoy herself, and also for you to enjoy yourself. And also, another thing that your goal should be when you go out on a date with a woman is to get to know her, because you want to find out if she's a great fit. Yes, she may look beautiful and stunning, but do you actually like her? Do you actually like spending time with her? Do you like her personality? Does she make you laugh? Okay, because your goal obviously is to try and get a smile out of her and make her laugh. But does she make you laugh too? Do you enjoy each other's company? Okay, so that be your goal. That your goal when you go on a date, to just have fun, to be laid back and loose, have a good time, have a joke, have fun, have banter, have a little bit of flirtation, right? And also to just have that time to get to know her and find out if she's a good fit. Because yeah, she may be, like I said, she may be good looking, she may be beautiful, but do you like actually spending time with her? Because what you got to remember is if this works out, if this is the woman that you spend the rest of your life with, you're going to be spending the rest of your life with her. So you better pick a woman who you like being around, not just find fit and hot and sexy, whatever it may be. Okay, so you got to find a woman that is you enjoy being around, because you're going to be with her a long time. If you're in your 20s or if you're in your early 30s, right, you've got another perhaps 40 or 50 years with this woman, okay, if she turns out to be your girlfriend. So, and your wife. So, you better pick someone you can actually stand being around for more than 5 minutes and enjoy being around, okay? So those are your outcomes, okay? So don't force outcomes by too busy thinking about how can I get her to sleep with me? How can I make her my girlfriend? What do I need to say? What are the quick... Because when you do that, what you'll find is you'll start to get in your head. And when you start to get in your head and you start to feel and think, you'll start to feel nervous, you'll start to be overthinking things, and you won't come across as loose and natural and free-flowing. Whereas women are very, very attracted to men who are a little bit more who are easygoing, who go with the flow and have a good time and know how to play and know how to laugh and have a great time. And that's it, okay? So if you, this is how so those are the things that will turn women off and the remedies for them, okay? So you got to let go of neediness, you've got to let go of being overly romantic, and you got to stop forcing outcomes, okay? If you stop doing those 3 things, you're going to have a way better time with women and you're going to be able to attract them more effortlessly. So if you'd like more tips and you'd like to know how to attract the beautiful woman of your dreams, then you can read this book by going to the website www.christinelovridge.com. Just click on the menu of the website and go down to the book. Click on the book and it'll take you straight there. You don't need to log in. You don't need to sign up. There's no weird, confusing landing page. There's no like weird time limit that's saying you need to download this book within 5 minutes, otherwise it's gone forever. Nothing weird like that. It'll just take you straight to a PDF reader and you can read it straight there. You just scroll down and read it as often as at your pleasure, basically. All you need is a Wi-Fi connection, which you obviously have, because you wouldn't be able to watch this video if you didn't have a Wi-Fi connection, unless you downloaded it. If you want a physical copy, you can do. You can get it on Amazon, or you can get the Kindle version on Amazon too. But it's not necessary because everything in this is on the website. Okay, so there's no special version. Okay, as of yet, at least. I might update it at some point in the future, but there's no special version of it, and you can easily access it. Okay. And if you would like coaching with me personally and you would like help with a specific situation, then you can go to www.christinelovers.com and just select whichever coaching option works best for you at this current time. But it's not necessary because pretty much all of my knowledge is in this and in my videos. So you can, if you read this enough and you watch my videos enough, you'll get a good overview of everything that you need to know. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.